What is up, everybody? If you can tell from the screen, it's about to go down. Come on. Yes. I think this is the first time ever that we've had this panel going on here right now. This is pretty big. This is pretty big news. So I got, if you can't see, I got TDPhinsTalk below me, and right below him, Kflexin. We got the panel of Dolphin YouTubers right here, and hopefully GreatOne will be able to come in and join us. But yeah,
what is going to chat?
We're gonna mock draft. We're gonna do some mock drafting. So how's everyone feeling? Like how you guys feeling about this draft? You guys excited? How you guys feeling?
Clemente, what's good?
I'm scared, man. I'm nervous. The last 20 years got me nervous, man. Because it's so easy to just keep repeating the past and getting food every time we think we got the right coach and we're making the right decision. So I'm nervous, man.
Yeah, I don't blame you guys. I don't blame you guys at all. Especially like I talked about in some of my videos. Like 2008 was promising, and then 2009 sucked, and then 2016 was promising, and 2017 sucked. It's like when we set ourselves up for success, and then something always bites us in the ass.
Yeah, I feel like, regardless, we can't mess this up. It's like impossible. So I'm chilling. Like,
yeah.
if we have to mess this up, it's just we have no hope.
I hope so.
Like, we have no hope if we mess this one up.
Yeah, we got 14 draft picks. If we can get 5 starters out of those 14, it's a huge success. Huge success. But yeah, so for everyone watching, we're gonna jump into this. Will we do all 7? We'll see. We're just going to play it by ear. Once we get to like 5 and 6, we'll see what happens there. But the most important is the first 4 rounds. Got 3 first rounders. You really can't like not do that. So we're going to jump into it. Dolphins. Now, have you guys used this before? The Draft Network mock?
I used it before like twice.
Do you know which one's better, the predictive board or the player rankings?
Oh nah, the chat probably do though.
Yeah, what do you guys want us to do? Predictive board or player rankings? Let's see what the chat says.
I got to tweet this. I got a link to the chat. Let me see.
Let's go. 3 favorite Dolphin YouTubers. TJ with the $2 donation. Yes, sir.
Shout out to TJ.
Hopefully we get a 4th in here soon.
I think they might want to go predictive because otherwise you're not going to have teams schematically going. They're just going to pick the best player available for certain teams.
True.
Unless you do predictive. All
right, we'll put 7 and we'll go fast. Big boy with the $10 donation. Take my monies. Yeah, a lot of people are saying predictive. So we'll do that. And then fast, and then we'll jump into it. All right. So Joe Burrow goes 1. Chase Young goes 2. Derek Brown goes 3.
Wow.
Which is surprising to me. I honestly think Jeff Okudah is going to the Detroit Lions. Even if they trade back with the Chargers, I still think that Jeff Okudah is going 3 to the Lions. And then Isaiah Simmons to the Giants, and now we're on the board. So we have options. Little Lauderdale with the $10 donation saying, no matter if we win, lose or win, I'm forever a Dolphins fan. Fins up. Definitely a little
Fins up, baby.
So I'll start with TD on this one. Who would you take at 5 here? We got Tua, Justin Herbert. We have Okudah, Wirfs, Becton, Thomas, Wills. Who you feeling at 5?
I can't believe Derek Brown's off the board like that, man. First person that I'm going to take at this position right now would be Tristan Wirfs.
You want to get cussed out.
Hey,
I don't want to chat. Not me. I'm
hey, Pat White wasn't on the big board, so. Listen, no, I'm serious though. I would take Tristan Wirfs right here.
Okay. Got some more donations coming in real quick. Quentin Riddell says, yo, good people. Thank you for the donation. We also got Shake Money. We got a $2 donation saying great stream. A lot of people are saying Tua, obviously.
Of course.
A lot of people are saying O-line.
But for me, the reason I'm taking Tristan Wirfs is because I mean, we can cover the quarterback as much as we want. It's going to be a risky thing going with Tua. I think that they may be still considering it. But at the same token, when are we ever going to build that great wall in front of whatever quarterback end up leading this franchise? So that's where my investment is. We can sit here for the last 10 years talking about how we need an O-line, but nobody likes it if you start getting high picks at the O-line position. So I'm just starting in the trenches, man.
A lot of people were upset we took Long over Ryan. So, Kflexin, what are you feeling? What are you feeling here?
Well, I'm not brave, so I say Tua because everybody else say Tua. No, I'm just kidding. Really, I feel like you have to get Tua right here because it's just like seems like destiny at this point if he goes to 5. But low key. Yeah, I feel like Isaiah Simmons is the only one I probably would like question taking over Tua.
Yeah,
he's gone right here. So
I probably would be my pick.
I probably would get Tua. You know what I'm saying? It's really questionable though. I ain't gonna lie. Like I would never be upset if we pass on Tua. Like not even a little bit. Like
I'm in the same boat.
It's kind of strange, but Tua for me.
Okay, so we got Tua. We got TD. You said Wirfs, right?
Mm-hmm. Since Simmons is gone, let me make sure I put that qualifier out there, man.
I don't like being the tiebreaker here because now, like, you guys gave your opinion, but then what I say is kind of like what will get picked, and then I'm going to get flamed in the chat.
It's all right, though. It's all right, man.
Because, like, I like Tua, but I'm in the same boat with you, TD, with the whole injury aspect. Like, if the man was never injured, he's Joe Burrow is our option at 5 because Tua's going number 1 hands down if he never got injured. But then also it's like I so many mock drafts I've done. I've only done one on the channel, and so many I've done off the channel. The tackles start to go after 5. Like once 18 comes, the top 4 tackles are like gone.
Yeah. Get him. See, I'm trying to sell Doug on you. Gotta get him early.
A tackle at 5 though, like I don't. Yeah, like that's why I'm not GM because I like the real like the nice picks. I wouldn't get no offensive lineman at 5.
That's my initial. See, that's my initial assessment. The thing is, like, if it was my choice, it's Simmons or Derrick Brown at 5. But the issue is, like Doug said, when I look at this draft of around 14, man, you're not very overexcited about any tackle you pick. So whatever quarterback we get, we already running at a deficit trying to find plug-in pieces to protect them. And Tua had the best offensive line in college football, ranked number 1 in the nation, and still had all those injuries. So imagine actually not having the best O-line in the NFL where the pressure comes faster. I just got to fix my line. He's an amazing talent. It's just tough for me, man. It's tough.
Yeah. Got some more donations, everyone. Chris is saying awesome collaboration. You guys are so much fun. And Nightwolf, TD, Kflexin, and Doug, thank you for doing this. I say Wirfs as well. Oh, geez. See, I want to take Tua here.
Take him, Doug. Take him there. I'm gonna challenge both of y'all to find us some good offensive line.
I know.
We could get another quarterback.
Yeah,
there's some other good quarterbacks.
Who's the next one for you, Flex? The quarterback.
As far as quarterback, right after this, Herbert, but he probably be gone by the time.
Do you like Love, Kflexin?
I haven't seen a lot of Love, honestly. I haven't really been paying no attention, but I seen he got in trouble in college for something.
Oh, really?
He got in trouble. Didn't he? Like at the ball game or something, he got in trouble.
I think so.
I could have swore he got in trouble, but I might be thinking about the wrong Love. But I haven't really looked at too much of him. Is he good? Y'all like him over Herbert?
I like with me and Herbert. I don't like his I like his arm strength. I like the physicality that he has. I love that he can make the throws, even though his accuracy is a little wavering. For me, it's the timidness. Like he's not the guy. He's not a Fitzpatrick who's going to literally put someone on his back and run through the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whereas like Jordan Love, a lot of his downfalls, because he had a bad 2019 season, a lot of his downfalls could be coached. The throws and the quickness and all that. And then that's the stuff I like about Jordan Love. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. You know what? I think I'm going to, with this one, just because I just talked up Jordan Love so much, and We're gonna get some great ones in here.
What's up, GreatOne?
Fellas, what's going on? Sorry, I'm late.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
You know how it is.
So, all right, now that you're in here, maybe you can help us. So, TD wants to do Wirfs at O-line. Tua, Kflexin wants to do Tua. I'm torn because I also want to do Tua, but I also want to build the O-line. What are you thinking at 5?
I'm going the TD route. I'm not exactly going to say Wirfs. I'm going to go with Andrews. I like him at left tackle. Now, long term, I will go Wirfs because he's versatile enough to play tackle and guard. But as far as a pure left tackle, I like Andrews.
Andrew Thomas, or what do you mean?
Yeah, Andrew Thomas. Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay. I'm like, man, it's another player I know.
Let me fix
I was huge on Andrew Thomas. For months, man. But the way things are going now, you'll be gambling, but you might luck out and grab him at 18.
Yeah,
you might. But that's why I said that 14 range is probably where he's going to go off the board. So it gets tricky. That's where it gets scary.
Ben wants to ask us real quick with a $10 donation. What are the Patriots' chances in the playoffs now that Brady's gone?
They're not
very high.
They're gonna make it.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make it either. As of right now, I think the Miami Dolphins have a better team than the New England Patriots, and that's saying something.
Because if I say they're going to make it, then that means I'm saying the Dolphins are. Well, I'm not saying the Dolphins aren't going to make it, but I'm saying they would be.
It'd be harder.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to say, without saying they're going to make it, I'm just going to say, remember Matt Castle.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. So now Andrew Thomas is also a possibility at 5. Let's go. We're gonna go offensive lineman here, and I'm gonna go.
You sure, Doug? Tua's always been there, man.
I just want to see what happens to the chat right now, so I'm gonna go Tristan Wirfs. It's gonna be a 50-50. So now we're at 18. Justin Herbert's still there at 18.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Chason's there. Grant Delpit's there. Justin Jeffersons, DeAndre Swift. Pretty much everyone's there except for the O-line. And if we look,
so Andrew Thomas is gone.
Mekhi Becton went 8 to the Cardinals. Andrew Thomas went 10 to the Cleveland Browns. Jedrick Wills went 14. Yeah, we would not have gotten one of those top offensive tackles.
So you got to get a tackle at 5 then.
That was always a dream scenario is taking the number 5 pick and trying to trade it with one of those teams that got 2 first rounders so that you could still get one of those tackles and then have an additional first round pick. That's the way I'm thinking. But if we have to hold Pat at 5, it sucks that we got to take a tackle at 5. But how else are you going to protect Tua if you were to grab him?
I'm pretty sure all 4 of us can agree that if that scenario came up where like Herbert and Tua's there and Isaiah Simmons is gone at 5, and like say like the Raiders or somebody wants to move up and they'll give us 9, I'm pretty sure all 4 of us are like, yeah, we'll trade back because we'll get extra picks and be able to take whoever we want at that point. Because look at this, Justin Herbert's there. So me personally at 18, I think the Miami Dolphins should take a quarterback. It's between Justin Herbert and Jordan Love. Do you guys agree, or do you guys think we should go at a different route at 18? We'll start with GreatOne since you came in. Give you a chance to speak your mind.
I strongly disagree with that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kick you out of this chat.
At this point, I think that we should definitely go safety.
Okay. So you don't think a safety will be there at 26 that you like?
To be quite honest with you, no. We're going for priority of need, not best available.
So you want to ride with Rosen? Is that what you're saying?
You either ride with Rosen or you can go in free agency and get Cam Newton. But this year is not the quarterback year. I'm sorry.
All right. You're branching off. You're branching off, and I like that. I like a little versatility. What are you thinking, Kflexin?
Well, I wouldn't take a safety. But I would take just right here. If this situation, I would take Justin Herbert.
Okay.
Based off his potential. You know what I'm saying? Based off what he could become. I think you gotta give him a chance. I'll be forgetting Rosen's on the roster sometime, but like Honestly, yeah, I would take Justin Herbert because safety to me is not really that important. Well, it is important in a way, but like we have Rashad Jones, we still weren't winning.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Then I would probably take Justin Herbert just because there's no way he should even be here at 18 in the first place.
That's 100% true. What do you think of TD?
Now, safety is a high priority for me, but whenever I'm sitting here looking at, we got both quarterbacks on the board still, in Jordan Love and Herbert. I personally feel like I can't go wrong either way with both of those guys. But I would play odds here. We got 7 picks before we pick again. Well, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We got 7 picks before we pick again, and 2 quarterbacks on the board. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to not select the quarterback and just pray that in those 7 picks, one of them isn't taken and take whatever one's left at 26. But at number 18, I'm either going safety or interior offensive line.
So you're going all trenches. You're building that. You're stacking that line up.
Yeah, I'm either going safety or interior offensive line. First priority is interior offensive line.
He thinking like a Capricorn right now. He thinking like a Capricorn. And I see where you're going with this. I like that. I like it.
I'm going interior. Now I can get burnt on this, Doug. We come up to 26. Love and Herbert's gone. I can get burnt on this, but if you look at the odds and the teams that are between us, I'm gonna shoot for. Oh my gosh, this is tough, man. And a great one. Who did you go with again?
I went with a safety. I'm going with McKinney. McKinney, excuse me. Yeah, McKinney.
Man. See, I can't go there either. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all got to forgive me. I'm actually, please forgive me. I'm switching up the whole game here. I'm switching up the whole.
You got to think outside the box. I like it. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this sucks for me, man.
See, for me, if me personally, I'm with Kflexin on this one. I feel like if we wait on a quarterback here, now I see where GreatOne's coming from. You know, you want to ride with what we have with Fitz and Rosen, let them battle it out again in training camp, see which one can come out. But for me personally, if we don't take a quarterback here, and I'm the mindset of you don't rest on what you have. Because obviously Fitz isn't going to be on the team in 2021. Rosen, if he doesn't pan out, I'd like to have somebody in there to compete with. I think the Raiders or the Patriots are going to take both quarterbacks. I honestly think that the Patriots are going to take a quarterback if we wait, and I think that the Raiders will take one too. And then you got the Jaguars who also can take one. Yes, they like Minshew, but you never know. And then you got the Saints, Drew Brees. They're going to want to back up. So they could 23-24 can be Herbert, Love, and then all of a sudden –
Doug, is Josh Jones gone?
He's interior, right?
Yeah, is he out of there?
Jonah Jackson. Let me see. No, he's still there. They got him ranked 33rd.
Well, how come people saying tank for Lawrence?
That's
a thing.
I don't.
Start this early.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no way, because if you thought that the Dolphins were tanking last year, there's no way that a team can afford to tank 2 seasons in a row, and it's just no.
No. Well, we didn't tank last year. That's all.
Exactly. So the people that want Trevor Lawrence just start rooting against the Texans real hard. That's all I can say. Just hope that they start trading everyone like they already did.
All right. Last question: is CJ Henderson on the board?
Which corner? No.
He's off the board?
Yeah. Wow. Where did he go? Who did he go to? CJ Henderson went to the Jags.
Oh, I hate them.
That's a good pick for them. I like
that.
Man, this is tough. I would probably go
Okuda went to the Panthers.
Hey, it is what it is, man. I would actually probably take a good look at Josh Jones. I would go. Yeah, I would go I would go offensive line again. Go ahead and start building the pieces. In that regards, I'm just rolling the dice for 26. One of those quarterbacks are available.
Yeah, right. Being that I appeased you guys and I went tackle with 5, I think I'm gonna go with Flexin here. I think we're gonna go quarterback at 18. Man. I'm just torn between.
I won't see if he was available.
I just don't know if I want Love or Herbert.
If you take this risk, you gotta really love Josh Rosen because you taking the risk that.
Well, that's a good point. I'm not gonna say I'm in love with Josh Rosen at all, but you know how they're saying tank for Trevor. I don't believe in tank for Trevor, but I think with Fitzpatrick in the picture, I don't think it's as big of a rush as many may feel. Okay. I think that with the assets that we have in 2021, if something goes wrong, hopefully we get Love or Herbert at 26 for me. But if something goes wrong, you have 4 guys who are really nice coming out of next year's draft at the quarterback position. It's better than this class. Overall, they are better than this class.
It's a lot clearer in next year's draft than this year's class.
All 4, you couldn't go wrong with either 4. So that's why, in a lot of reasons why people talking about this Trevor stuff, which I'm not one that's talking about Trevor, but it's because of Houston's pick. For some reason, a lot of people feel that Houston's about to literally face plant on the pavement, and we have their pick plus our own pick, and that alone might be the capital to be where we need to be to grab one of those 4 guys. And trust me, those 4 guys, you can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong. So that's just the way I see it. But I'm not in a rush to get a quarterback this year. I want to finish building this team and drop the quarterback in like a cherry on top.
All right. I see where you're coming from. I definitely see where you're coming from. Because see what they can do. And like you said, worst case, we get them next year. But I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, for me, it's I'm torn, but you know what? I'm gonna go with Kflexin here. The fact that he is ranked 4th on this board and he's here at 18, to me, it's like the Laramie Tunsil situation. Did they find Justin Herbert with a bong in his hand or something? Why is he here at 18?
Yeah,
so we'll pull the trigger. Yeah, we'll pull the trigger on Justin Herbert here.
We got Love.
See, Love is gone. Where did he go?
Love went before Herbert?
No, Love is still there. Wow. So yeah, you guys are right. We could have got Love, or we probably could have got Love at 26. I don't think Herbert would have made it all the way to 26.
That's what I would have been gambling for.
Yeah.
That's what I would have been gambling for. And I would have had another offensive interior lineman. So I would have felt good about getting Love right here. Because now I got him 2 anchors on the line to go with Flower, to go with the guys that we already Karras that we brought in. That would have been 4 new offensive linemen, 2 first-round rookies, and 2 very capable free agents that we got. And with the rest of the guys we already have on the roster, I think it would have been a beautiful look for us to finally see a transformed O-line.
Yeah, and just so people that are watching the stream know. Most likely, when this is an actual draft next Thursday, if Herbert's there and the Dolphins are sitting there at 18, Dolphins are going to have a ton of possibilities to trade back because so many teams are going to try to trade up to take Justin Herbert. They'll get him. There's no way that both of these quarterbacks would make it to 26, let alone. That's my opinion. Some people might think that, Jordan Love can go all the way to the 2nd round. I honestly think if we're sitting at 16 and both quarterbacks are there, we could probably trade back 18. So, what's up?
No, I also wanted to tell why I was actually looking at a cornerback because Xavier Howard is expendable right now, man. And he's like that Laramie Tunsil situation. If the right offer comes, I could see them actually coming up off of that contract. So that's why I was interested in possibly bringing in that young 1st-round replacement to sit behind him, hopefully for 1 year. And if he balls out in that 1 year, then it's worth maintaining that contract. But if he doesn't, coming off all of these injuries, you already got his predecessor. coming right behind them, because I know that's how Flores wants to do things. He wants to have that stockpile of his great players, the replacements ready to take over, so that we don't have to maintain these big contracts. So that's why I would actually consider that at this time.
Yeah, I honestly think what they're going to do with Xavier is they want to have him and Byron Jones this year, get that 1-2 punch, see what they can do. If the man could stay healthy and he could stay on the field, then I honestly think that him and Byron Jones are going to be the Sam Madison-Surtain combination. But that's just his biggest downfall, is he cannot stay healthy and stay on the field, because when the man's on the field, he is dangerous. He's top 5 corner. He's just got to stay on the field. That's all it comes out to be.
I'll read the comments. They're so funny.
Did you see the one that said that I think it said you and GreatOne together make one full beard? I think it said.
Oh, I don't even know that.
Hey, they shut down all the stores before I can cut this.
I have a hat on. I can't get a haircut.
I've been giving myself a haircut. It looks like hot garbage.
I know, man. We've been trying our best, changing guards. Oh man, I nicked myself back.
Yeah, it's don't try to give yourself haircuts, people. You look like this. It's just bad. So it's sitting at 16. Grant Delpit's there. DeAndre Swift, J.K. Dobbins, Jordan Love's still there. John, we have our pick at running back. If you guys wanted to go running back, we got Grant Delpit at safety. If you guys did want to pull the trigger, we also have Antonio Winfield, who I also like at safety. What are you guys thinking at 26? I'll start with TD.
Now we're talking safety. Best safety available.
Okay.
Best safety available.
What are you thinking, Kay?
Well, it was miserable last year. I was watching the Miami Dolphins try to run the ball and watching Kalen Ballage get tackled for -1 yards every play.
Yeah. So
I'll probably get J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, he's still there.
I get J.K. Dobbins.
And what do you think, GreatOne?
Is Josh Jones still there?
Yep. He might even be there for us in the second round.
Take him now.
I thought you said he was gone, though.
No, he's still there. He's ranked 33rd for on this board.
You're not going nowhere with no running back if you ain't got no offensive line blocking him. So you about to get the tackle now.
Is my offensive line really just bad where we got to get all these offensive linemen?
Yes.
Yeah. Right now, y'all don't believe in them getting better?
No. Jesse Davis got to go.
Well, I understand that, but I thought I could have sworn it was getting better, though. Was it?
No, well, the only one who had real success was Mark Walton for some reason. And after that, people got excited about what Patrick Laird and those guys were able to do, but they don't realize the whole offense changed. We went to a shotgun formation where Fitz spread it out, and we were doing halfback draws, and he's still only averaged like 35 yards a game.
What a lot of people don't realize either is the main reason that O'Shea is gone is because when he was making changes on offense, like during come halftime and when we needed to do adjustments, he was not concentrating on that offensive line and on blocking schemes and shifting schemes. He was more concentrated on the passing game. So that's a lot of the reason why he is gone, is because of his adjustments were so poor. So bringing in a vet, like Chan Gailey, having Jesse Davis, having Ted Karras, then all of a sudden now we got Wirfs, you got Eric Flowers. This offensive line might be a little bit better. And especially if you get a running back that, can actually hit the right hole and not duck under passes, we might have an offense here.
I think it's so, with offensive line, especially coaching is so important. I feel like it doesn't matter, because you're never going to have 5 great offensive linemen. I feel like it's always going to be some weak links on the line. I feel like that, and you just the coach got to make the unit just be able to work together at the end of the day. So you could have some average linemen and still have a good overall line, unless our line is just awful, completely. We fired
the O-line coach.
Yeah,
and then the replacement did well for a week, and then it still didn't get much better. Fitzpatrick
got to eliminate them 56 sacks. You got to.
Yeah. I think the addition with that 5th pick of Tristan Wirfs, I think, is really going to help at left tackle. And Jesse Davis, towards the end of the season, was really holding it down at right tackle. It was more interior problems that we were having because a lot of the pressure was coming from right up the middle. That's why if you notice a lot of times when Fitz would take off running, he'd roll out and start to take off running because a lot of that stuff was coming up the middle. That's why they added Ted Karras. That's why they added Eric Flowers. I think here I would probably go safety or running back. And then I think with my first pick in the second round, I'd probably take an interior offensive lineman, maybe Cesar Ruiz if he's still there. So
now the flex, you said J.K. Dobbins?
Yeah, that's my favorite running back.
Yeah, I love J.K. Dobbins. My thing is, I think he's gonna slide. I think he's gonna be there in our first second round pick. I'm solidly confident that he'll be there because for some reason they got Jonathan Taylor and DeAndre Swift above him, but I love Dobbins and Swift.
Yeah,
he might. I don't know. I don't do these much. It might be there though.
I tried to do a video, I think it was like over the weekend using FanSpeak, and there were so many ads popping up. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this right now. So I say we go running back here. Not running back, sorry. Let's go safety here. Let's test because I didn't test out TD's theory last time with the quarterbacks. Let's test this theory and see if we can get a running back first round, first pick, second round. So who do you guys like better, Winfield or Grant Delpit?
I know the fan base love
Delpit.
The fan base love Winfield for it's a lot of hype around him, but yeah, I like Winfield too.
I can't even speak now. When you look at these guys, you want to say Winfield is your guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I would actually go Delpit here because I like the size, I like the height.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that,
put the murder game down too.
Yeah, his tackling did suffer this year, but the issue is, I think Winfield would be a really good piece under Flores. I think you'll see the best of him under Flores. I mean, not Winfield, Delpit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you there because I like Delpit. I like Delpit as more of the free safety, more of the take Bobby McCain, put him back at a slot corner. You got Delpit back there with Rowe. Let them do their things.
6'3", and more polished.
You can't teach height.
No.
6'3" versus 5'9", and he's leaving out as a junior versus a sophomore for Winfield.
Yeah, we took Delpit. So yeah, running backs went on a run, I'm assuming.
No, you can't tell me that.
If you guys are true Miami Dolphin fans, you know the history of the Baltimore Ravens taking players we want.
Oh my gosh.
They took at 28 J.K. Dobbins.
Are you kidding me? Please tell me Taylor or Swift is available at our pick.
Andre Swift, for some reason, went 32 to the Kansas City Chiefs, even though they have Damian Williams.
Taylor's gone?
Taylor's still there.
Oh, okay. Hey, I was good with any three of those guys.
See, I like Taylor. Taylor to me, if he didn't have so many carries, because I think it's like 300 carries each season or something like that. Had a lot of carries with Wisconsin, but his speed and his height and his weight combination, I love this guy, but I am worried about the longevity of having him, being that he has.
Does he have a crazy fumbling problem?
Yeah.
Really
I
can't.
I
don't care how good you are. If you fumble the ball, bro, that just stops drives. It's like the worst thing ever. Like I don't care if you're Barry Sanders. Fumble the ball. I can't because there's nothing more deflating when you watch your team going up the field and then a dude fumble. Like I can't.
Yeah. Hit us with the King and Drakes.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember he fumbled at the goal line versus the Bears. I ain't gonna lie. I hurt my soul, but we won.
Whoa, and in Dallas, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did. He always tried to do something out of nothing.
70-yard drive and he fumbles at the 11-yard line.
A lot of people are telling us Cam Akers, right? Cam Akers we can get later. Right now, your boy Josh Jones is still on the board at the 33rd pick. So here I would do that. I would like you guys aren't feeling Jonathan Taylor because of the fumble issues. I have some reservations because of how many carries he has. Josh Jones is still there.
Listen, if Josh Jones is still there right now, they're going to take Josh Jones. Is Biotis still on the board?
What position is that?
That's O-line. It's to go with your boy Dieter.
Let's see, Beata. I don't think so, unless I'm missing it. Ruiz, Cushionberry, Jonah Jackson, Hennessy, Hunt, Lewis.
Well, never mind. They're gonna go Josh. I mean, the team, I believe, will go Josh Jones hands down if he's there right here.
Yeah, I think right here they take Josh Jones, they put him at right tackle. They could take Jesse Davis, put him back at right guard. Kind of pretty good offensive line there, and we also could still probably pull the trigger on an interior lineman in the 3rd round.
What's going on with Josh Jones for him to slide so low? Is this something we're missing?
I'm hearing that it's a lot of his technique, a lot of over pursuing. Because I did my offensive tackle video and I had him ranked 5th because I was watching a lot of film and doing a lot of research, and he has a lot more faults than the other 4 do. So that's probably why he fell so far.
That's interesting. Because my bad. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. Do you guys agree? Would you guys want to pull the trigger on maybe another offensive line here, being that the top 2 running backs aren't on the board anymore?
Yeah, I would, because I really don't like Jonathan Taylor like that.
What do you think, GreatOne?
Come back to me. I'm debating between 2 picks right now.
all right. Because I've also heard a lot of people talk about Zach Bond, the edge rusher from Wisconsin. But I think adding Agba and
somebody said Biotis is right there.
Am I missing him?
I can't see it, so I'm not sure. I can hardly see it.
You talk about Tyler from Wisconsin? Yeah.
Yes.
He's ranked 125. We could probably get him later on.
Yeah, well, we know. Well, hopefully, we keep him on our radar because the center. I think Karras is only on a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
It's like a prove it to me deal, but I know that they're probably going to bring in his succession just in case. So that's I know that they've actually scouted him quite heavily as well. So I know that that's probably going to be one that they're really looking at. That's Dieter's boy. They played together in Wisconsin.
So what I'm thinking we could do here is we could take Josh Jones here, and then with our second round pick, we could take Cam Akers if he's still there, and then maybe with that 3rd pick, go after your boy from Wisconsin. Hopefully he's still there. So yeah, if you guys are all in agreement, I'm thinking we'll draft Josh Jones, offensive tackle.
So that gives us 2 tackles?
2 tackles, a quarterback, and his safety. So then all of a sudden we can either take Jesse Davis, move him inside, and then have Ted Karras be the center, or we could take Ted Karras, move him to guard, and then have your guy play center. But then all of a sudden, what is Jesse Davis going to do?
Well, ain't death. At the end of the day, you got to earn it with Flores.
That's true. So I think we'll pull the trigger here. We'll take Josh Jones here. Let's see what running backs are still available when we make our second round pick. So yeah, we got Haleo from LSU, or we got Cam Akers from Florida.
Well, you're on the running backs?
Yeah.
Man.
I would go ahead and pass on the running back this time.
Me too. I'm still passing on them.
Really?
I mean, we passed the ones that we feel are going to make the real difference.
Like, really, how productive do you really think a running back in the first 2 rounds are going to be for the Dolphins for us this year?
If we did pass him, which one are you thinking later on? A.J. Dillon from Boston? Something like that, maybe in the 4th, 5th round?
Somewhere around the 4th or 5th round, yeah.
I just really expect the Dolphins to run the ball so much this year. It's crazy. Like, I really just expect us to run the ball like a lot.
With
That's
Jay Gailey?
Greatest. Yeah. Well, for my, like, back in the day, he used to run the ball a lot, but I don't know. Obviously, back in the day, everybody used to run the ball.
Yeah, when he was with the Dolphins, we had Ricky Williams. He was running like crazy.
So, I don't know. I think we're going to run the ball a lot. And so, I really want the best running back we can get.
Jordan Howard, the best running back you can get. But Clyde Edwards-Helaire is, I like him. So that's probably going to be somewhere at the end of the 2nd round, early 3rd round anyway.
So Jordan Howard's going to be a starter, y'all think?
Absolutely. He's a 1,000-yard rusher. Why wouldn't he be?
Well, yeah. He got to stay healthy, but yeah, he's straight.
Yeah. He hasn't had 1,000-yard rushes in 3 years? It's the only thing that worries
That's
me.
not his fault. And last year, if we being completely honest about it, he was still splitting carries with 3 different running backs in Philly. He was on pace for 1,000 yards in Philly before he hurt his shoulder. The year prior to that, he was splitting carries with Tyreek Cohen. He was on pace for 1,000. So that's your back right there. You don't need to draft a running back that early.
All right. So here I'll go to.
Wait, what pick are we at, Doug?
We are at the second round pick.
What number
56. 56.
Oh my gosh. Is Raekwon Davis on the board at nose tackle?
Ooh, it's a good. Yes, he is.
All right. Did they give a projection for him or
55?
Did they project him at 55?
Yeah.
Gosh, man, what pick are we at?
56.
My thing is, if we're gonna stop the run, we still need the big nose tackle at the middle. That's gonna be an anchor because we got guys on third down. Godchild, Christian Wilkins, they're good enough on third down, but we need that first and second down nose tackle. That's where we got. That's where they abuse us, and it makes Godchild and Wilkins look bad trying to do it on first and second down. I know that nose tackle is a huge thing that they know they need, especially to stop the run. Yeah. We got the secondary, we have the second level, but that nose tackle position has to be addressed.
I'm in agreement with you there.
That's why my first pick would have been Derek Brown.
Yeah, I completely forgot about.
100% agree with TD on this one. Capricorn on the same level.
Kflexin, you go with taking a DT here, maybe waiting a little bit for a running back?
Yeah, because my favorite running back, the only one I like drafting in the top 2 rounds is J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, and he's gone. And at this point, it's like, all right, well, we'll take what's best available. And the fact that they got him ranked 55 and we're at pick 56, it's like kind of
it's meant to be.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're going to take that big nose tackle, Raekwon Davis, the second round. Now we got our first pick in the 3rd round. And I'll tell you the top players that are still on the board. We got Kalal Edwards-Helaire, running back. We got Michael Pittman Jr., wide receiver. Ashawn Davis, safety. We already took a safety. Chase Claypool, wide receiver. Lucas Nang, offensive tackle. Jalen Hurts. Cam Akers is still on the board. So we can pull the trigger on a running back here if you wanted to. And I think your guy...
Doug want to run it back bad.
I just think that they're going to do a running back by committee, and I just want to have a nice 1-2 punch with Jordan Howard. And just in case Jordan Howard, what if all of a sudden he is injury prone? All of a sudden, you know. I think your guy
got
gone,
injured
though.
one time.
Yeah, your TD, your interior offensive lineman's gone. Bedaz. No, he's still there. Tyler Bedaz
is gone.
No, he's there.
Oh,
they got him ranked 125.
And where are we picking right now?
70.
All right, hopefully we good.
Where's Clyde ranked? The running Edwards-Helaire. Where's he ranked at?
50, and we're picking at 70, and he's on the board still.
Take him. That's who you want. He's a receiving back. Take him.
Who is that?
Helaire.
Oh,
from LSU. Which that's I would, because Howard is more of that power back. He wasn't that great at catching the ball out of the backfield, and especially with the Changeli offense, you're gonna want, on that 3rd down to have that passing back. So I might pull the trigger, take the LSU running back here. What do you guys think? You just got GreatOne.
Let me go look at this. I really don't know.
Some people are saying Akers.
What the chat? They say
he's a dog. Clyde, take him. Cam Akers, no brainer. Clyde.
They said so. Now y'all want to run it back. All right.
Jordan Howard,
like in history, running backs, their value is terrible. So you can get them in late 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round. I would not invest in a running back in the 1st round unless they're like transcendent, like Adrian Peterson or somebody.
Here's how I feel right now, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up going running back right here. But like Flex say, if JK or Swift, one of those guys, isn't there, I'm still rolling past it. I
don't even want to drive one.
I'm actually going tight end. I'm actually going tight end. We only have. Okay. How about this?
Hey, Cole Kmet is still on the number one tight end. No one has taken a tight end. Cole Kmet is still there.
Exactly, and all we have is
Smite, Roberts, and Gesicki.
Yeah, you can't count those guys. Just Gesicki. It's no different from why wouldn't you want a two-headed monster, especially with Chan Gailey, who likes to spread it out.
Mm.
They're going to be looking for another tight end. I already know it. And people think just because it's Gesicki, we just keep passing up on that situation and you keep finding people. But tight ends that's the position that opens your running game up. It opens your offense up in the play action. I just think they might actually go tight end. I mean, this is a good place to get them. It's the best value on the board if you're looking at any position.
That's true.
I don't know. That's just my take. I would actually consider a tight end at this point, one that can block as well to help out with the O-line when necessary, one who can catch. I'm just saying, guys. Hey, if you want to grab a running back, just throw him in a hat and pick one out for me right now.
Well, I'm going off of you guys. Going to go by committee here. Cole Kmet does have problems blocking, though. So it would be like having two Gesickis on the team. So I don't know if I would go Cole Kmet there. If you did want a nice blocking tight end, Bryson Hopkins would probably be a good one. Did a tight end come off the board?
That's my guy, yeah.
Yeah, Adam Trautman would have been the guy if you wanted a nice like dual threat tight end, but he went to he went to the Packers at 62.
I'm sitting here looking at my list as if it's yours, Doug. That's why I'm sitting here talking about tight end.
Well, it's funny because I always talk about there's like 5 positions if the Dolphins address in this draft, I'm happy with the draft. And it's quarterback, offensive lineman, either tackle or guard. So there's 2, a big nose tackle, a running back, and a safety. So 6. If they answer those 6, I don't care what they do with the rest of the other however many picks, 8 picks.
I just feel like right now, if we pick a running back, we're just picking one to say that we got a running back.
Instead of taking
are any of us like overexcited about whatever running back we pick right now?
No.
We can scrap all the running backs on our roster right now except for Jordan Howard, and I'd be good with Hilaire and Howard.
That's true. This is a hard one. You guys wouldn't want to do wide receiver?
Nah.
For what?
We need a slot wide receiver.
You just paid Jakeem Grant last year.
Oh,
and you still got Albert Wilson, which is a possibility he may be traded, but I like Albert Wilson.
Yeah, but they're more flankers, especially Jakeem Grant. That man can't stay. I don't think he's played a full season for us yet.
We'll make it work.
That money.
We'll make it work.
He's just taking that money and running.
We got Allen Hurns too. We'll make it work.
Who's left at the cornerback position?
Troy Bird Jr., Holmes from UCLA, Robertson from Louisiana Tech.
Never mind.
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing.
Any safety still on the board worth it? Because people have this perception we need one safety when in reality we need 2.
And what, you would take Eric Rowe, move him to?
Man, hey, either move him or keep him as depth, or he starts and we still have another one. I'm just saying because we're thin at the position. The only thing you have back there that was successful was Eric Rowe. Bobby McCain wasn't successful at the safety. He looked good at the nickel, but not the safety.
I'm surprised he's still on the roster.
Yeah. He's a trade asset too. If a team needs a nickel that can come in and contribute right now, he's a trade asset.
You know Finsanity's in the chat, right, TD? You're going to get in trouble.
I know the saying, one man's trash, another man's treasure, but that dude is trash. He got the I can't.
Who, Bobby McCain?
He played
Bobby
good.
McCain.
Yeah, he played good at nickel.
When he play out of position, he needs to be in the nickel, only in the nickel.
Yeah, only the nickel, man. Not
I would go ahead and go ahead and pass it towards Jamal Wiltz. Bobby McCain can go.
Yeah, we had a gridlock here, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I think I'm just gonna to do it. I'm just gonna take a running back. I took Hilaire. Just
good pick. Good pick.
What else?
Look like Milan just still the second back then.
Yeah. It's just because at this point I don't. We're on day 2, round 3, and it's just like I don't think the board's gonna fall this way.
Tyler Biotis. I think I just seen Tyler Biotis go.
I think you did.
That was the steal, man. I'm telling you, that guy should have been up there and around the late second.
He was gone. See, but my thing is, since we took that Josh Jones, we would take Jesse Davis, move him at guard, and then we'd be pretty good on the interior. So this is the 4th round. 140. There's a huge gap from our 3rd round to our 4th round pick, because the 4th round is the comp pick for Juwan James. So there's a huge gap. So that's where all of a sudden a lot of players are going to start going. At this point, like I'm looking at the board and it's like, yeah, you got some decent players here, but like once you get to down here, like AJ Dillon's here. So if I didn't take Hilaire, I'd probably take AJ Dillon here. So say I did take Badaz with that 3rd pick, then I would take AJ Dillon here in that 4th round. What are you guys thinking here? Like at this point, like 4th round, you could get a starter, but like 5th and back.
I'm gonna be honest.
Depth.
I don't know any of these people, so I'm gonna let y'all decide who we pick, and I'm gonna ride with it. I don't know none of these people.
I'd probably take a wide receiver here. This is probably where I'd pull the trigger on a wide receiver or a tight end.
I would go Lecky Fodu, defensive line, another tackle. Devon Godchow, I'm actually skeptical if they even gonna re-sign him.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Because he's not a guy that Flores brought in.
Yeah, that's why.
You're noticing that Flores will use the people on his team to the best of their ability, but when it's time to re-sign them, unless they are showing up, like Xavier Howard was doing, and like some of these other guys, he tends to move on from them. And they paid Xavier Howard, and he shows up when he's on the field.
When he's on the field.
Yeah, that's the only thing. He's got to stay on the field. I don't know if your guy's on the board.
Fotu? He's gone too?
Yeah. How do you spell his last name?
What number are we at right now?
141.
Ah, that's right in the range. Somebody had to get him recently.
Let me see.
Lekifotu.
Kifou. Yeah, 121. He went to the Oakland Raiders.
That's the second one they took from us.
Yep. We gotta watch out for them.
Who's the next available pass rusher?
Alton Robinson from Syracuse.
Let me do some recon real quick.
We're in the 4th round, right?
No, I'm trying to see what positions do we need the worst at this point.
Big Boy said $5 donation. He said, You're a real one, Kflexin. Don't know none of these. Take BPA.
I just tell the truth.
It gets to the point that like you get towards like the 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th round, you'll have people slide that you're like, oh, I hope the team takes them. But in like mock drafts, they have it so that like the best players get taken within the first 3-4 rounds, so that once you get to like the 5th, 6th, 7th round, there's like these are guys that you wouldn't expect to even like really do anything.
What's some of the players we drafted in the 4th round the last like 2-3 years? Do they ever end up being good, like decent? Do they ever be playing? I think we got the 2nd and the 3rd or the 4th.
Second.
Second.
And we took Durham Smythe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like we be drafting some. I don't know who we be drafting for.
And then we took Jay Ajayi, but he only fell to the 5th because of his bone on that knee.
Yeah.
Bobby McCain's a 4th too, if I'm not mistaken.
He was good.
How many players do we have so far picked?
6.
That's an A+ grade already.
Yeah, I'll pack them all up and ship them the next year.
It's the
I need a kicker though. We got to get a kicker before we get out of the draft.
You don't like
what's wrong with Sanders? Hey man,
no, he was tripping last year. Nah, you got bring in some competition. He was tripping.
What happened?
Why are you tripping on Sanders like that, man?
Hey, when it comes down to the last five minutes of the game, you're gonna have to make some field goals. Jason Sanders, hadn't been clutch, so we gotta get some competition in there. You always gotta compete at kicker.
I don't even have an option to take a kicker.
Really?
Yeah, no. It's quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive tackle, interior, safety, corner, linebacker, edge, interior, D-line. I can't even take a kicker if I wanted to.
I like Sanders, man. I ain't got no problem with Sanders, man.
Yeah. Especially with that play against the Eagles.
I understand competition.
So I think I'm just gonna take the best player here. Let's go. We'll go wide receiver, Jabril Davis.
Okay.
But we got about 5-6 minutes until the stream is over. So I say now we just chat. If you guys are down for that.
Let's chat. Oh, I gotta give a shout out to everybody because somebody just tagged me because everybody was saying, "Hey, Flex," and I haven't been able to say nothing back. Say something. I gotta see everybody's name. I usually be like, "What's up?" As I'm so inconsistent upload. I don't even get to talk to y'all all the time.
And what was the overall? What did we draft? Did you have the finished players that we got?
No, because I had 7 rounds.
No, that's good. But I think I like it because we addressed the O-line. We got 2 tackles, all the interior work. I think that'll be taken care of with the guys we already have. We got a nose tackle. We got a safety. We got the quarterback. We got a running back. But, so I like the draft, though. I love it.
Justin said with a $5 donation, I know you guys weren't hyped about taking running back, but our next backup is Balaj. Major drop off, and Clyde is slept on. We weren't necessarily we weren't not hyped. It's just that our guy, J.K. Dobbins or Swift, was gone by the time we took ready to take a running back in the first pick of the second round. And they also have, Patrick Laird. They also have Dwayne Haskins. They still have some pretty decent running backs that showed signs of life towards the end of the season.
And for the record, Jason Sanders went 23 for 30, 76%. In 2019. Kicker, draft one.
Where were the misses from, man? Because we never could cross the 50 at the beginning of the season.
Hey, Day Pass is free. Go watch it.
Man.
Great one with the sass. Oh, man. But, this is something great. We're gonna do this again. We'll probably try to do this on all of our channels. A lot of people want us to do this for the draft, but it's not physically possible to do this for the draft, to have us all live stream on all of our channels at the same time. But
I'm gonna be on a crazy delay because I got Hulu. Live TV. They got a crazy delay. I don't have cable no more.
I had to go out and buy like a $20 TV because when I try to live stream things, especially like the games, like TD, you knew when you watched the Miami Miracle, you thought they were trolling you. Yeah, all of a sudden the touchdown happened. Like that kept happening to me where you can't look at the chat. You have to just look at the game, or all of a sudden plays get ruined for you.
There's a delay, especially because I always watch the games on Sunday Ticket because I used to live in Dallas, and there's a delay. There's at least about 20 seconds. So everybody's telling you kind of what happens slightly early, and you don't know if they're trolling or not because sometimes they actually troll just to mess with you.
Yeah, and especially like right now, they're getting like a little bit of probably like a couple 30 seconds delay from
they talk
we're
about
seeing and what they're actually typing. But before we get out of here, I want to let you guys each say whatever you want to say, as long as it's not dirty. But we'll start with GreatOne. You got anything to say? Anything? How do you feel about the draft? How do you feel about the team? Anything. Say anything you want. I don't care.
Well, first of all, again, I wanted to say we need to draft a kicker. It doesn't have to be within the first 3 rounds, but somewhere in the later rounds, we most definitely need to draft a kicker for competition.
Definitely.
I think if we go ahead and get 2 offensive linemen in the draft, we automatically get an A as far as drafting. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Come back to me real quick. I got to go grab my daughter.
All right, good. Kflex, you got anything?
I'm gonna say I'm excited for the draft. Thank you for having me on your channel. Thank you for having me here. It's cool. I enjoy doing this. Shout out to the chat. You know what I'm saying? I really was missing a lot of y'all. I seen a lot of y'all say my name. So I didn't respond. There's a lot of people say my name. But I love y'all and I appreciate you again, Doug. I can't wait to the draft.
Definitely. What do you got, TD?
Shout out to DDW as always. Shout out to Kflexin. Shout out to GreatOneDevore who keep running in the Madden. But
I'm definitely the best one in Madden here too. It's not even close.
No, hands down. Hands down.
Hold on. Why are you lying to the people? Why are you lying?
I think we got to get a tournament going. But I will say this: I've watched. The reason I know Kflexin is because I've watched him play Madden. He's definitely the best out of the 4 of us.
Man, stop it.
Y'all probably and everything. I used to play the Madden every single day, like on my life.
There's compilations of Madden rages, and he's part of it. So like he's been in this.
Are you on Xbox or PS?
Tell him, chat, who's better? You already know who it is.
Which one?
Everyone got Madden. I'm on Xbox, but I go to PlayStation.
Yeah, I got PlayStation.
I got both. I'm not gonna lie, but y'all not gonna want to upload it. I'm gonna have to record it myself because y'all not gonna want to even put that on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Hey, we can go live and do it.
Oh, we can go on live. It's gonna be ugly though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, let me practice a little bit though. I around August, I'll be talking my noise, man. Shout out to everybody, man. And I'll take care of this man thing later. But I appreciate you getting us together, Doug. We had over 480 people that I saw in the room, man. We should definitely have over 500 likes because people gonna come in and out, man. Show your love for all.
It's gonna be like 250 likes, 250 thumbs up.
This is Dolphin Nation right here, man, and I appreciate you guys, especially whenever I first started YouTube, man. I always used to look at Kflex and GreatOne, Doug, man. I appreciate y'all putting the work in that y'all put in over so many years, man. And I really do appreciate it, man, because y'all doing the work that we always used to search and look for because you can't count on the regular media to take care of us the right way, man. No. So we got the future is here, man, and I just hope we don't screw it up. And like Flex said earlier, it's almost impossible to screw it up until we do. So I hope that doesn't happen, man. But this was fun, man. I hope we can do it again sometime.
Definitely. And guys, everyone watching, be sure you go over to each one of these people's channels and hit that subscribe button. The reason that I brought the 4 of us together is because we all have a different style to our channel. GreatOne is podcast. He's not on camera, but I always say this, he's got a great voice for radio and podcast. It's just soothing. I want him to read me bedtime stories so I can fall asleep. You got Kflexin over here with the humor, with the truth, with calling it like it is. He's been doing, yes, exactly. He's been doing it forever. And then you got TDPhinsTalk with the live streams, incorporating the community, doing his thing like a chicken wing, as I like to say. We're all different. We all are different, and you got to support all of us. That's why I brought all 4 of us together. So be sure, I'm being serious now, people. Subscribe to each one of these guys' channels. Let's get this up there. Let's do our thing. But again, guys, thank you so much for getting together. This is huge. I think this is the first time that this has ever been done in the Dolphins community. And I greatly, greatly appreciate you guys, making your time, especially you, GreatOne. You got your daughter in your hands. You got the future in your hands. Thank you so much for coming on. If you didn't really get a chance to say your last comments, you got anything you want to say?
Oh, I was going to say, I appreciate you having me. It's finally nice to meet you, Kflexin, but that comment of you being the best batting player, we definitely going to have to test that theory. So be looking out of your inbox because I'm going to be looking for you soon. We got a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. But other than that, like I usually say, stay classy. Fins up.
Peace. Love y'all, man.